the sound effect didn't play. So now you just wrote into chat load of this without context. Um, um, how's it going? Um, yeah, Stream Elements seems to have a moment right now. A little bit of a moment. It is Wednesday apparently. I didn't quite notice that yet. But yeah. Let me just rescale that to be decisive one. Whoop. Yeah. It's game dev time, I guess. I haven't worked on this for a while now because of exams and everything. Yeah, I could have waited to unmute, but you know, I also wanted to get started at some point. Also, I had to comment the fact that, you know, you just left that line in chat. But yeah, Stream Elements is having one of the moments of all time. At least that works. Well, in chat, not in the overlay. But you know, we take what we can get. I hope we don't get any alerts while this happens, because I'm pretty sure the alerts of Stream Elements don't work either. Which, you know, is why I wanted to move them to the Twitch alert system, but you know. Well. As you can see, I have implemented the new avatars now. I added some more animations and I might add more later. I also haven't added any equipment yet, I'm still working on that. Like any gear. But yeah, I already added some basic color schemes, and will hopefully get some gear done until next time. I won't keep them up for every stream, but like for game dev streams, I thought it would be nice to have something you can interact with while I'm busy. Yeah. But what I wanted to do today, ideally, I don't know how well that's going to work because I don't know quite how to do it yet, is the... I think I already implemented the semi-solids, but I want to implement the crumbling floor, which I animated last time. Which has been a while since that happened, but you know. You know. I also have a little bit of code, so... Oh well. Where was I? Right, I wanted to... First of all, I have the animation, which I think I already showed off, but I can show it off again. It's been a while. The shake when you first step on them, and then... this crumbling animation when they fall down. And this respawn. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah. Now, how do I implement that? Which I know perfect when the first thing the game dev asks is how how do I do this, but I guess I should start with a new scene for this. Probably the easiest. I'm thinking, should I change the type of that, or should I... Actually, should I handle it as a scene? Let me think. We could... Can I implement something like that with a tile set? I should show Godot again. Let me check. The thing is, in theory I would like to just implement it as a tile map like this. So... or in the tile map like this. So I have the properties for it. Because in theory it shouldn't be too difficult, right? I only need to remove... Exactly. Which was what I was thinking. So... First start with a scene. This time for rain. And this... I guess a sprite. Crumbling tile. I've forgotten how the naming scheme for these works, but it's fine. Is there a tile now? Actually, no, never mind. Load. Did I add the tile set or the tile? Yeah, I did. Obviously, it's not going to be this long. Yeah, Pascal case, right. Animation. How many frames is that? Obviously 3 vertical frames. That's the easy part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. I'm good. I'm almost good. Thirteenth time is the charm. Yay, we did it. Now... the next thing. How do I implement the animation? I mean, an animation player, duh. But like... how to implement it that it plays one thing at a time. I need to make that a child of, right? No, I don't. I don't. Idle? It's not really idle, but you know. Because this isn't really property track, sprite 2D, frame. This is going to look weird, but 4? I actually don't know. For some reason it doesn't include. It should be 4, yeah. No, 3, because we start counting at 0. Yeah. And that's the entire idle animation. Crumble. Sprite 2D frame. So 0. How long is this? How many frames? 100 milliseconds. Yeah, that makes sense. So 0.1. And then animation is 0.4 long, I think. Frame 1. Insert key. This looks even weirder than usual. 3. Yeah, and now it should look like. Yeah, exactly. Like this. By the way, I haven't asked it, am I audible? Not even going to make the sponsorship joke this time. Great. Fall. Property track, sprite, frame. The first frame is 13, I think. So it look like, should look, yeah, 13. Until frame I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm not good at maths. 14. 15. 16. 17. Am I doing this right? 14, 15, 16, 17. I genuinely don't even know where this is supposed to be now. 18. 19. 20. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, I'm running out of animation. I'm just increasing the length of the animation for now. 24, 25, and 25 is when it's empty. Something about that last frame looked weird, like took too long. Huh, weird. It seems fine, so I guess. Maybe? Oh yeah, that should be 25 already. Or I skipped a frame somewhere, which is also bad, but at this point I can't really seem to care. Yeah, that looks fine. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, okay. It seems I have everything. It's kinda difficult to tell, I'm gonna be honest. You know. And then the last animation is the reappear animation, which has 6 frames. Are they? Yeah, they're also that long. So new animation, reappear, property track, sprite 2D, frame. I think it starts at 26, if my math's correct. 26, 27, 28, 29, 29, 2010, yeah, 2010, that's correct, right? 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's all frames. Yeah, that's all frames. And last frame will be free, just to make sure that it resets to... Although I could probably just shorten it to 0.6, to exactly the length of the animation. I'll save it later. First I need to figure out some other stuff. Crumble... Fall... How long should fall be? 1.3, I think. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but you know. Yeah. So I have now all the animations. Now, how do I implement this? I'm going to save the scene for now. Where do I save it? Actually, probably new folder, honestly, in source. Or actually, yeah, an asset is probably more fitting. In tile sets, yeah. I suppose. Good as any place, really. Then I'm going to make a new tile map, I guess. Kaiser. From scene. Does it work that way? I feared that would be the answer. Let's just try moving. This is right. That did nothing. Let me just look it up real quick. Dear, I need to read the documentation. Let me just... From a collection of scenes. Let me just show you all what I'm reading. Window capture. Yeah. Might as well have you all join in on my little investigation. Okay, so from scene collection, obviously. Enter a name. Crumbling tile. Tiles. Wait, wrong case. Snake case, right? Which I don't know if anyone here... Yeah, I know. It's disgusting. Don't know why I'm even allowed to have a PC. Where do I change if it's dark or light mode? I'm going to change it later. Uh, create a scene slot. Scene slot. I don't know what the idea should be. I'm going to. Oh. Oh, that makes more sense. Yeah. Okay. I have done something. So I think I'm doing something wrong. That's the scene. So I'm doing something wrong. I've added a scene. Let me just... Oh, that didn't. So you can see again. I should probably make a permanent window capture at some point for stuff like this. Mainly so I can put it behind chat. Oh, it is already behind chat. That's convenient. Center vertically. Okay. So I have a scene tile in my tileset. I go into the tile map editor. Now what? Okay. Sorry, by the way, chat, this is a bit more of a reading exercise. I need to actually understand what I'm doing here. So sorry if I'm not immediately responding to chat. Let me see. So I make... I don't want too much. I probably did something wrong by when setting up the scene, but I don't quite know what I did wrong. I don't know if this is what I want, honestly. This might be too complex for what I want to achieve, but I don't know quite how to do it otherwise. Because it's animated, so I have to have a scene, but at the same time, that means I need to implement collision myself, which I can do, mind you. Why is it so... why is my avatar so irresponsible? Sorry, by the way. I just need to lower the responsiveness of... It seems to be a bit less responsive than usual. Or maybe I'm just more, like, quieter than usual. Again, I have a slight cold, so that might just be me being less energetic in my speech than normal. I don't know. Sorry, by the way, for derailing this. Animated and affected by... yeah, exactly. So I guess I need to implement something, but there's one main issue right now. That issue obviously being that I have 3 different versions of this tile, but it just reads the whole thing as one tile. Yeah. Yeah. Possible. So the issue right now is I have this now in the... I have this tile and can theoretically paint it, but that's not quite what I want. Because obviously this is more than I need. So I need some sort of logic for it to recognize where it actually is. Like, I basically need to imitate the tile map behavior. Which is doable, mind you. It's just the tile set editor. Yeah, we can. Let me get it up for you. That would allow me to add another scene, but I don't want that. The third property displays display placeholder, which I have no idea what it means. But if we switch it to tile map real quick, that's useful. It shows me where it's actually placed. But that, you know, doesn't solve the issue. It will be very useful for placing this later, but it doesn't solve the issue that this is bigger than one tile, obviously. Which I think we need to fix that on the scene. The tile set editor, not that I would know. Manage tile proxies, probably isn't it? Patterns. I need to add new patterns in the tile map. I guess I need to do it in the scene, but you know. It's going to be a thing. Because I don't think I can implement tile map logic onto this. I just don't think I can do it. Yeah, agreed. No, that just squish, and I don't want squish. I could, of course, technically increase the amount of frames, like horizontal frames, and then just make 3 different versions, but it's going to be a pain. Still probably the best solution, unless I actually implement auto detection for which side it's on, but that also would require me to do the very same thing. I hate this already. Oh dear. Oh dear. But I guess it's the best solution. I'll just... Yeah. Yeah. Naturally. I think there's no way around doing what I just said. Yo, how's it going? Enjoy your luck. I'm currently trying to figure out this. This. So that it only shows one part of the tile, not all 3 parts. Because this is nice and all, but not quite what I want. Yeah. So... Can I maybe... skew, which... No. No. Texture. No. The easiest solution would probably be to make 3 different sprite sheets. for each side and then switch depending on where we are. I think that's probably the easiest. It would need to know if there's something next to it, but doesn't matter. That's something we could theoretically also just implement as a property or whatever. But I think that's the best solution. Yeah. Now how do I do that in Sprite? Sprite. Sprite sheet. Floor. Crumbling floor. For now I'm trying to get the middle. Just to see if I can do it. Because if I can get the middle, I can do anything. Trim sprite. Spacing. How big is the tile? 16. No. 16. Eight. No. No. Split. Text. Now, how do I best do this? Without, obviously without just removing. Because I would very much like to avoid doing so. Layers. I think the easiest solution is doing it via 3 layers. And then only exporting 1 layer each. Floor, middle. Then you left and right. And no, not like this. New layer. Right. And then I'm going to... I don't know why I prefer left lower, but... I'm committed now. So all I need to do is move this one over here, and I don't like doing it this way. In fact, I'm going to save this as a different layer, and which is a little bit more work, but I rather do it this way. Can I do this? I'm not sure if I can, but I wouldn't be surprised if I can. So yeah, no. Fine, I can do it frame per frame. And then I can just export it frame by frame. metal. This is just going to take a beat, but it's fine. I'd rather do this, so I have it rather than having to fight with the whole thing. So let me just copy all of this. This is going to take a bit. I'm sorry, chat. But if I do it correctly, this should then give me the proper animation I want. Yeah, like that. Perfect. Later I'll have to see about how I export this properly so the empty outer frame won't be included, but worst case I'll edit it afterwards a little bit. Yeah, a lot of ways to solve this issue. Okay, so the middle one is now completely handled. And I'm going to try and export it now. Export sprite sheet. Borders. Trim sprite. Yeah! Perfect. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted. And crumbling floor middle. And there should be a setting somewhere to exclude redundant, which I also used. Merge duplicates. It already did so. Never mind. Nice. Because that means now I can just use the same animation player and just replace the sprite with a different one. I think that should work. Which is going to save me a lot of work. And now I just need to do the same thing here. Yeah. I just need to put this away real quick. Sorry. Move it over here. I also need to move that over here. But it doesn't matter. I can do that when I'm done. I should focus on getting it onto the actual. Actually, yeah, I can ignore it because I'm trimming the empty ones anyway. Like I'm removing the empty border anyway. So I literally don't have to care. Because I'm just that clever. No, not really. Sprite is just that good of a software, which is why I keep recommending it. It is just straight up the best software for this. And this is so much quicker just because I can do this. I would have not been excited to have to do this otherwise. But this is great. Yeah. I'm going to put these three into a group real quick so I can disable them easier later. Something like that. This is working great. And this is good knowledge to have. Like, this is just something I know how it works, because I had to use it. So obviously, if I need it, I can use it. Export sprite sheet again. This time, all of that, and left. Nice. Can you see what I'm doing? I forget to disable... Yeah, you can see. I sometimes forget to disable Godot's capture. And then you can't see what I do in A-Sprite. But now I thought about it this time. I'm going to take a quick break in a minute, by the way. I'm just going to finish exporting that very quick. Because ads are about to start, because, you know, Twitch wants me to run ads. So I'm going to take a quick break, and I'll be right back. Well then, let us continue. Right, I need to do the right side of the, yeah. I swear the pun wasn't intentional. If it was, I would absolutely intend it. You know, intend your puns, cowards, and all that. So now on the right side, I do the same thing again. This is not particularly, you know, impressive. But again, I have to do it, because I think this is going to be the easiest way to implement what a banger of a song. Implement the tiles, which will need a lot of code to handle it, and I'm going to handle it later. TM. So yeah. For now, I'm just going to take the middle version, I think, and implement the actual behavior of the tile on that. Just the important part is, for now, that it works. Because I, you know, want to actually have functional tiles. The behavior of it sticking to walls will be more complicated. Might leave that to Silic. But yeah. Export. Crumbling floor right. And otherwise the behavior is the same. And now I can turn all of these on, and yeah. I might later make a version where it's just one tile but attached to both sides. I don't think it will ever come to a situation where I would need it, but it's a situation that could appear, and we would need to take that into account. But for now I want to implement the behavior. So I need a script on this. Attach script, crumbling tile script, yeah. I might actually reuse that script and use different designs, but that is currently not relevant. Create. First of all, I changed the sprite here to be... I should probably move them into the folder if I want to use them. Oops. File manager, sprites, tilesets. So I'm going to keep the original crumbling floor tile just to, you know, have it. Load. Assets, sprites, tilesets, crumbling floor middle. For now that's enough. Because that already solves one of the issues we have. That it's only... an animation player should still deal with all of this properly. Yeah, great. See, already so much progress. But now to the actual script. So let's think about this. What we want is, first of all, it's a semi-solid, which is already a pain and going to be a pain, because it means we need to make the collision one-sided. And I don't know if I can implement that with usual collision boxes? Question mark. But also it needs to know when someone stepped on it. First of all, I need to show you Godot. I forgot. So yeah, it works. Obviously, this worked. It's not complex or anything. It just... It is what it is. I made it smaller so now it fits. Which already solves one of our main issues, which was that it didn't fit. Because now I can just place it here and it is what it is. Now, first of all, I think we don't need a state machine for this. This is easy enough to handle without. I need to have as a variable onReady. Does it need to be onReady? I don't actually know. I'm going to shorten this, by the way. Add onReady, yeah. Add onReady, yeah. Anim player. So the anim player is set up. So onReady anim player dot play idle. So when we start out, always place the idle animation. Then it needs some way to detect when it is stepped on. How do I do it? Probably some sort of collision detection. For which I probably need a collision box. First off. Area 2D? I think area 2D. Actually, collision shape. It should be easier. It needs a shape. Shape! Rectangle. We did it. No. This collision shape. Collision 2D. I'm going to shorten it up. What's your complaint? You need to be a child of something. Fine. You get an area 2D. Area 2D. And you get a shape. There. Now we have settled that. I could probably implement actually the collision vanishing for the crumbling into the crumble animation. Because the animation player should be able to do that. or rather into the fall animation. Collision to the disabled. And specifically during that frame. That's when I'm going to disable the collision. And I'm going to re-enable it when it reappears at the end of the reappear animation. Actually, no, I'm going to activate it at the beginning of the idle animation, so whenever it's activated via the idle animation, it's going to have collision. Oh, and well, I want you to take a look at the properties of the collision shape 2D and tell me how I could possibly make a one-way collision with this. How I could possibly... What? Oh. Well, that kind of ruins the joke. Well, it has a property called one-way collision. I guess I can just why does it point down? Does it mean it detects it only from above or from below? What does this mean? Why is it ignored when it's in an area to... Oh, because it's not... Where? No, I'm confused. Why? What? I have questions. You can't see tooltips, and I can't see them either. Property, one-way collision, sets whether this collision shape should only detect collisions on one side, top or bottom. Note, this property has no effect if this collision shape 2D is a child of an area 2D node. Why? 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 Because if it is for a character, does this mean the one-way collision applies to the to this thing, so it can only collide one way with something? Or, I mean, collision is both ways, but what? Same. I have never learned a thing in my life. Yo, French, how's it going? I am, as you might have noticed, confused. Collision detect. Yeah, I guess. So change type of this thing, which I shouldn't change the type of something so significant like an area 2D, but who cares? Physics body. Yeah, probably static body. Static body. Yeah. Static body. It was still named Area 2D because I don't know, it's weird like that. So does this mean the one-way collision? I still don't know what this arrow means for me now. Does it mean it can only be collided from the bottom or the other way around? I am... Only one way to find out, isn't there? Let's add some of these to the stage, and so give me one of those. Yeah. And now let's see if we fall through them or if you can barely see them without the background. It's not great. I might pick another color scheme. But oh well. Let me just try this. Yep, it works. Well, it doesn't. Obviously, it doesn't do what I wanted to do yet, but that's only a matter of time. The camera moves way smoother. We have been working on that over my break from this game. I'm doing great. A bit tired, but you know, it's not a. I don't have uni today. It's a holiday over here, so might as well take it slow. And yeah, I'm figuring out how. What does this issue say? Yeah, Cedric has been working on sound effects for a demo for something, which is a long story. Also, I need to check the link real quick. What does that? Yeah, that is an issue. Wait. Let me move that to the other window. Let me move that to the other window real quick. I think that's hilarious. Also, I see you noticed the new avatars. I still want to add equipment and stuff, but you know, one thing at a time. I'm happy how they turn out. Oh dear. But yeah, let me show you real quick. Thank you. Just let me see if there's anything. No. I should probably subscribe to that. But let me show you real quick. On the GitHub for Godot. There's an interesting issue. Currently, despite the fact that the collision says there are two different directions for it, there's no way to change the direction of one-way collision. And the answer to that issue is it's currently the way it is, for simplicity. You can rotate the shape, though, as this option is now per shape. That's a solution, I guess. But why do you say specifically that one-way collision can be changed to either top or bottom? If you cannot do that. Enjoy the dog walk. It's just like... Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, I just thought I'd show that really quick. But the important part is the one-way collision works now. It doesn't work as perfect as I would like to, but you know, I take it. It's one-way collision. It's exactly what I wanted from this. Now I only need to implement the actual crumbling of the floor. This music, by the way, has no right to slap as much as it does. For something that plays at a literal cutscene. Actually, the cutscene is even cooler. I need to I need to finish the story, like play through the story mode, quote unquote, of Guilty Gear: The Missing Link, just to show that off at some point. I'm not going to be able to defeat Justice even, but the cutscene for Justice is just awesome. I might. Also GG's on winning the game. Let me check real quick. I'm completely derailing the stream. I am completely derailing the stream just to find that cutscene. True, true. Justice. Where did I put it? It's not here. Oh, Justice is something we should add as a boss fight to stream over task. While we're at it. I could probably do that even. It's not here, it's... I mean, probably going to work better as a boss fight in an RPG style thing rather than, you know, as in a fighting game, and yet the fighting game thing also didn't stop them. I swear I have it somewhere. I just need to find it. Sorry for absolutely derailing the stream. This is not a game dev stream anymore, this is a Justice stream. The stream won't continue until I find Justice. Which is a great thing in itself, just to say. The stream won't continue until I find Justice. Justice. No, that's just a sprite. Justice. I know Silic has the cutscene. Probably. You could probably also look it up. I'll continue working for now. I'll get back to it, though. If if the solution is that I'm going to look it up, or I could even start the game. I have the game. I could totally just make this a Guilty Gear stream. Just want to get something done first. Of course I know it. I know it isn't... Am I going to search my entire PC for it now? While I let my PC search for that, I'll continue over here with programming this. Okay, so how do I detect if the collision, if someone collided with, or rather standing on? Documentation, collision shape. Is there properties? Physics body. Is there a way to detect if something is colliding? No, just no. Maybe, I don't know. Recovering is test move. Could I test move above me to see if something is... Would that work? By testing to move the static body over, like, up, I could theoretically see if it would collide with something if it were moving up. I don't know if that's the smartest way to handle it, but... I could also check if, collision object 2D, can I check if it collides with something? Seems like a no. Unless no 2D has some way to test if it collides with something, but I highly doubt it. No. I could also technically add an area to the above, but it wouldn't be perfect. Like, it might have some errors if you just... I mean, it would react before you even touched it, is the issue. So... I don't know if that's... Because, for example, if you jump from below through it, and I would use an area 2D to check if you touched it, like if you landed, it would technically be able to detect you. Rigid body can detect it? How? How is probably not the right question, but change type, but you might be onto something. Honestly. Collision... rigid body. but it would be moved. Yeah, might be better using a raycast. But the issue is if I use a raycast, what is if the player jumps through it and then before landing on it, it would already start shaking. That might be an issue. Like, I agree, raycast is probably the best solution, but I'm not sure that works that well. I mean, I could probably check for the speed of the player, like the vertical speed, because obviously I don't need to have it crumble if the player is moving up, but if they are moving down, they would trigger it, because that would imply that they are going to land on it. Because either you missed, in which case, huh? I don't know if a raycast would be the best though in that case, because it should be fine, the player's big enough. So I add a raycast. Probably not that direction. It doesn't need to be far either. He could, but I think this is the easier solution. And honestly, Ray, please, give me the Ray. This should be enough. Maybe this, just to make sure. It doesn't have to be particularly big. So, Ray 2D. Ray 2D probably has a method if you collide with it. So, add on ready var Ray. If the player collides with Ray 2D, I should actually ask for the correct node. If I collide with the Ray 2D, which the Ray 2D has a method, probably documentation. Ray 2D has a method get collision. There are a few methods here, and I'm thinking which of these might be. Is colliding is the obvious, because that would tell me it's colliding with something. But what do these do? Get collision normal. Get collision. Get collider. RED. So with that I could probably find the thing I'm colliding. This list is disgustingly long. I need to clear it out at some point. So getting the RID would probably be so. What I would want in that case is in process if Ray 2D dot is colliding, then I want Ray 2D dot get collider. Should I get a collider shape or collider RID? because I want to know something about the thing I'm colliding with. Specifically, the speed at which it is, at which speed it is moving. Because obviously I only want to react to it if it's falling down, not if it's jumping through. And maybe I want to know if it's a player. I don't know if I care if it's a player, because if it's a player, I could check, I could have this crumble only if it's a player, but I don't know if I want to limit myself to that. Because obviously it would be more realistic if it would apply to any sort of entity colliding or traveling through. But I don't know if I particularly care about that. Both are options. But either way, I think getting the RID is probably the way to go. Yeah, that's probably the easier thing. Now, do I want the shape or the RID? Yeah, I love this theme. Get Collider? Is that a thing? Well, oops. That would have made things a little bit easier. Gone. Now, if I have the collider, how do I get the speed? Because I don't think everything has a vertical movement variable, or does it? I mean, I can assume it is a node 2D. I can probably even assume that it is an entity. So, an entity core. Now... It's a collision body 2D, yeah. That's something we can, without a doubt. Yeah, I really like metal. I especially like how in later stories especially in the IDW comics and Heroes, how he grew to be more of a independent actor rather than just being a clone of Sonic and, you know, a henchman of Eggman. For example, the IDW comics use him very effectively as a not just second in command, but also for a time as basically a replacement for Eggman. Where can I see the velocity? Is there a way to even see the velocity? I don't think so. Yeah. And especially this independence can go both ways. It either makes him a very interesting opponent to Eggman in a way, like in Heroes, or also a very powerful, you know, uh, second in command or whatever, because he can make decisions on his own. And it just leads to a lot of complexity, because his goals aren't always aligned with Eggman, they aren't always... Exactly, a dragon. He makes a very good dragon, and I like that, again, the comics really emphasized that part for him. Can I assume what can I assume about the Ray 2D? Like, about the thing that's colliding, beyond it being a collision object. If it's a player, for example. Yeah, I'm thinking, because if we put some good masks on the Ray 2D, what layer are you on? 2, and you have to mask 1, 5, and 4. 1, 4, and 5. His kinematic body, which is the root, yeah, 1, 4, and 5. So I want to check for what are the enemies? Like, what is the boss, for example? 1 and 3. Node groups. Where do I check that? Where do I check that? No. Oh, right. None. Are you in a group? Enemy. Both should probably be in a tab entity. Like in a group entity. Considering... I mean... Probably. I wouldn't see why not. In worst case, we could still specify more later. Like, he can also get a own group player. Player, entity, that one also gets entity. Yeah, just in case we need player for something else. I also should probably check what the... Is this just... Interesting. You see which system still completely designed, because my reaction to this entire thing is just interesting. I have no clue what this is. Well, I have an idea what it is, but... yeah, that's just the usual. This exists. Yeah, it's what I thought it is, but... so, I guess I... can... Because Ray has a exclude something, right? Exclude... exception. The masks all have... Oh. Terrain, player terrain, collectible. Okay, I see. So 1 is terrain, 2 is player, 3 is enemy, 4 is collectible. We want 2 and 3, I think. Yeah, I see. So we want the raycast to detect player and enemy in the masks. Yeah, and then we can make the assumption that they all have as and the static body should be terrain. I agreed. Yeah. Now that I understand it, and it should mask. Should it mask something? Does it need to mask something? Collectible? Player? Enemy? We can take care of that later. I do think this was a really good exercise for me to learn how the layer and mask system works. Because that's something I never quite understood with Godot. I think this really helped me understand this. Which, you know, it's always great learning something new. I maybe should have known it sooner, but I know it now. Yeah, probably detect terrain, okay. Ray 2D, so if it collides, we now can definitively say that it's an enemy or... Yeah, right, learning. Is this even allowed? Is this legal? Now that I know that, what can I... So both enemies and the player, so Antares and are character bodies 2D with an entity core, if I understand this correctly. So can I assume they have an entity core child? Which the entity core child would have a velocity. Which I could then use to determine if the Y is positive or negative. Because if the Y is negative, I know the play is going up. Yeah, that was what I was thinking. So, I should probably save this, just in case. War Collider. I'm pretending like I didn't read that. No, but like, if the thing is, I don't care how. No, don't. Jeepers. But no, I don't really care how high the velocity is. I just care if it's positive or negative, because if it's negative, we're going up, which we don't want to react to the player going up. If Collider how do I find a child? Context. How do I find the child of a node? Do entity cores have... Because if that's a thing in entity core, that would make this way easier. I'm blind. Okay, methods. Is on floor. I see. Oh yeah, yeah, I'm blind. Is on floor, yeah. That... So now I only need to check if the... Is that a real... is that a real thing? Yeah, yeah, okay, I see. And then how do I find if it contains a... It contains a thing. Contains isn't a thing, right? No. Fine. 4. Can I do 4 each? For child in Collider, I'll get children. If child dot if child, no, you're not, is type specifier entity core. If this is ugly. This is ugly. I hate it. God. On the floor. Crumble. Can I have this wait? Can I have it loop for a bit? Because I would like to crumble animation to play for like a second or so. A what? Great tween. Queen. This is weird stuff that I never worked with. One sec. My OBS needed a second to connect to chat. Well, I think I found the cutscene. Oh, and that is running. I'm going to take a quick break and I'll be right back. I'm back. Sorry again. Twitch didn't really warn me about this. Uh, well, I don't even think I can run these ads. Oh, I could. I could run an ad. Well, um, I'll be right back. I'm just following orders. It's over again. And hey, friends, how's it going? That mouth doesn't. You know what? No, that's fine. How's it going? um, welcome back, I guess. Yeah, I've been. It's like almost a whole month. Nice. Yeah, we've been working on making the crumbling tiles work. We are mostly done with this now. I only need to implement now that after it crumbles for a while, I create a tween. The tween then tweens. Tween interval, and one. I assume that's in seconds. I mean, I can check. I can literally check. Tween interval, tweener, tween interval. creates an appendant interval tweener. This method can be used to create delays in the tween animation as an alternative to using the delay in other tweeners. Tweener? What is tweener even for a word? Or when there's no animation, in which case the tween acts as a timer. Time is the length of the interval in seconds, okay. It is seconds. I figured, but thought I'd check. And after it tweened for 1 tween seconds, I play anim player dot play play, what's it called? Fall. And then we tween yet another tween. Dot tween. Tween didn't sound like a word when I started this, and it somehow sounds even less like a word now. How was your day, by the way? I don't know if I asked yet. Let's give this 5 seconds. They sure do. They sure do. So this should work now? I think. I mean, only one way to find out. If I did everything correctly, though. Well, that's weak. Oh, I know what's the issue. So, chat, tell me, what is the issue? Do you have an idea? I'll just tell you all. So the issue is, yeah, because I'm standing on the, the issue is because I'm standing on it, and this updates every frame. It checks if I'm standing on it, but it never actually, because every time like every frame it resets to this animation. The animation never continues. It starts from the beginning again. So it always goes to the first frame of crumbling, but never continues because I'm standing on it. Because it updates again to replay this. As Silik said, it's pretty easy to update. I just need to... via tween callback? What? Yeah, this could be really cool for a different type of tile that this isn't. One that requires me to stand on it. Like, I get what you mean, and this is a good idea. Which, honestly, I should write that down somewhere. This is a... See, this is game design. Sometimes you just stumble accidentally on great ideas. Let me just write that down real quick. Tile you stand on that falls as soon as you leave it. And I can just copy this code, honestly. Because all of this code is just... It works, I just need a different animation. Oops. Tween. So tween like this. Like this. Is this legal? Fine. Creates and appends a callback tweener. This method can be used to call an arbitrary method in any object. Use callable.bind to bind additional arguments for the call. Fair. Treat or create the set. So I set delay like that. Or do I... But that one's more complicated. Okay, I think I get it. So what you're saying is... I forgot about that one. I'll admit I forgot about that one. So what you're saying is I should dot like this and remove that. Then what do I? Then what am I doing wrong? Exactly. Oh, I see. I see. Wait, what? No, I'm confused. I know what a callable is. I'm confused why. Yeah, it's very simplistic. It uses a simple node system. Oops. The UI, by the way, is very good. The tile system is pretty. And the Python. I don't like Python, but the Python-esque code we have for Godot script is really good for scripting like this. And the documentation is really... It's sometimes not very well maintained, but when it's well maintained, it's really good. Why bind play? Like, why play? Where do I put the animation then? So I'm doing it correct. Except it shouldn't be fall. It should be fall. What? Oh, I copied this. Reappear. Also, now I'm taking all of this. put it into a function. Alt wants army music, yeah. Am I doing this right? Well, now I'm certainly not doing it right. Oh, wait. I could literally look above me. I'm really blind today. And then I just call crumble here. Simply for readability. Well, too bad. But yeah. I guess in that case I should probably also put this first. And do it like this, right? I mean, it probably doesn't matter, but yeah, I still need a flag. Hang on. And is this allowed? No, I need to write it out, right? Like, I need to spell it out. And not crumb. Wait, no, I'm doing a mistake. I'm doing a mistake. I need to make that a variable of the crumbling. Consistency is key. Tween property. Let me guess. Property crumbling. This feels more complicated than it is. You would. Object. I see. Spry, so in this case, Boolean. I see. I probably should, but now we are here. Now I'm confused. So it should be. I am even more confused. You know what? No. Flase. Well. Fine. Object is... what is the object actually? How do I get this again? This object again? So this. Crumbling. Pause. 1. Fine. Finally. Doesn't need to be a string. It probably needs to be a string. So... should this be 6 then? Okay. I've no idea. I'm sure it's going to work. It can work worse than it did before, after all. No, not particularly. And I knew it shouldn't have been a right cast, it should have been an area 2D. And it never regains collision. That's on me. That's on me. That's on me. Should return back to idle when... no. Theoretically that flag would be set in the idle animation, but I never go back to the idle animation. That shouldn't be too difficult though. How do I check if an animation is finished? Why am I here? Animation finished. No, not here. No, not here.
You gotta be kidding me, guys. This is like taking candy from a baby, which is fine by me.
Finished. Do I need to connect the signal first? I disliked it. I don't dislike the signal system in practice, but I dislike using it because I'm dumb, and that's the only reason. There's literally no other reason. I'm just dumb and don't know how to use it, so I don't like doing it. So, how do I connect it again? Anim player... oh, yeah. I remember now. On animation. Anim player, animation. Play idle. So that's it. If the animation... yeah, right. If anim name... reappear, and then Uh, I'm an idiot. I'm an actual idiot. This isn't even excusable anymore. That's just me being an idiot. Okay, now it should work. And I should have, and I was right, I should have used an area to D. But it works now. And it should definitely have less time. But that's one issue at a time. Yeah, yeah. If you're standing so tall, have such great, excellent moments, you also sometimes fall very hard. But yeah, this should be easy enough. First of all, reduce the time by a lot. 0.25. And 3. And yes, this is all white, no. And now to the actual problem, this shouldn't be array to D. I knew it back then, and I should have listened to myself. Change type. If it's not a ray cast, it should probably be an area to D. Just above the ray match case. How do I replace? I guess I replace it that way. It's not that difficult. Area. Where else is it? Area. That's what I did. No, never mind. Never mind. I'm just. Well, next time I know. Do you have a Get Collider? Does this have a Get Collider? I mean, it's not complaining, but it doesn't. I guess the area that get overlapping bodies. I need to clean up here later. There are some things I don't need. I don't need you anymore. You can go. 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 You can. I can probably close all of that. Area 2D has overlapping bodies. Yeah. And it needs a collision shape. No, not an entire scene, just collision shape. Thank you. Collision shape. Redundancy. I'm sure that won't cause any issues. I'm going to make you red, just so I know. Shape. Rectangle. Someone just vomited a cherry on my screen. It's fine. And now, instead of get collider, get overlapping bodies. I'm not going to change the variable name, the collider's fine. Mouse, please. Has overlapping bodies. Wrong scene. Let's try that again. Oh, I know what the issue is. I know why it crashed. It crashed just now because I forgot to add the masks, I think. That might be it. I didn't check. Yes, I'm going to run it in a second. Again. Yes, you can be angry at me. I don't particularly. I should still run the right scene. Just disappointed, I know. I have bad news for you. I have very bad news for you. There is no error. What do you say here? Warning. Well, screw you too. The children. Oh, now we are getting somewhere. Welcome back. Yeah, I am still at it. I almost got it. I decided the raycast we used to detect the player isn't quite working out because it's too small of a detection area. And I would rather have to have an area, but apparently areas behave very differently from... No, I don't. Well, I do, but I don't. Wait. This is all... I do see the error. This is already an error. Like, this is already an array. We don't need to check for the... Oh, no, I see it. For each body... And then, for each body... For each child in body.children. And now we need a whole nother layer of tabs. Right. That was a thing that happened. But yeah. This should work now? Why is this still open? Nobody knows what I'm talking about, but it doesn't. Yeah. What we see is... This should work now? Let me just stop that. Unhide this, which is currently invisible because I don't have the window, but Um, but now if we run this, we get a new error message. Non-existent function. That's not what I typed. That's not what I typed. Godot, please. Let's rerun that again. Nice, now it works. And no matter where I stand on the platform. So now I can some animation skip. Some animation will skip there. I have questions. Yeah, there's an enemy. Yep. But that works nicely now. Maybe a bit longer of a timer. Let's give it half a second. But then this works. Yeah, I've done some retro sound effects for now. I don't know if I want to keep them, I might change them later, but I decided might as well try it. Because when I made the original demo for this game, which is a while ago now, I wanted to have some sound at least. There's also a boss theme at the end of the stage, but I don't want to go through the entire stage right now. In fact, I don't know if it's currently possible to go through the entire stage, because I kinda updated the layout of the stage a tiny bit, and I'm not finished yet. And the boss is pretty broken as well, so not the highest priority. But we got those crumbling platforms now, which is what I want to get done today. Nice. I'm going to add a quarter of a second there. And that should be enough. Let me see. Yeah, that seems good. Probably not the best visibility in this area, but now that it works, I can put it in the area I actually want to put it. So yeah, definitely. So now to the actual stage. Now that I have those and they work, there's still something I want to implement later, but that's not a big priority right now. That's going to be some complicated code stuff I would probably leave to Silic. I would like to please tile map, please. Not quite. Why is it not? Why does it not let me paint here? I mean, fair. The first stage is kind of fighting the police, to be fair. I mean, the security forces. Yeah, probably. Yeah, that seems more like it. Tile map. I did not want to select all of that. I'm currently completely content with just working with one. So the idea is now that you can go down there to practice your skills with the dash. Yeah. So something like this. And then I'll put some of these below. Just enough so you can get up, back up again. Like this, yeah. And some of that in the background. So yeah. And that should be a good test to see if the player can use the dash. Because that's currently kind of what I want to do here. A quick check of the player's skill with the dash. Just enough to, you know. And I might actually make that pit lower so they can just jump out of it. Yeah. I also like the layer system. Makes it very... A-Sprite just ate my mouse, one sec. A-Sprite tends to do that. I don't know why. So now, if I did this all correctly, which, you know, big if, but if I did, I'm going to ignore that enemy. That's not why I'm here for. I can't quite ignore that enemy. In theory, I can get over here, but I can also get down here. I'm falling pretty fast. Did you change something on the physics setting? It's not really irrelevant right now. But when wall sliding, I'm falling pretty fast. I definitely might want to use a different color for the tiles here. Now that I look at them. They are not that visible. I mean, it's fine. I can definitely jump out of here. That's not good. Oh, and I can see through the floor, but that's just a matter of me placing more floor. Oops. Can I just walk over this? I can. Not great. But that's fine. I'll figure something out. I might shorten the time again. But yeah. That works. Pretty nicely. Again, maybe a color change for these tiles so they are more visible, but otherwise, this is pretty good. And I need to find out why I'm sliding so fast suddenly, but, you know. Yeah, now that you mention it. Thank you. It's especially now that I see it with them falling one after another, it really looks just the way I wanted it to, which is great. I love when something just works out. It's exactly what I wanted. But yeah, I'll have to think about how I handle this, because currently it falls a bit slow, and that makes it very difficult for me to test the dash with it. I might make two variants of it, one that falls fast and one that doesn't fall as fast as well. But yeah, I like it. I think we got something pretty good done. Oh dear. Corporate meeting hell sounds like a special kind of hell. So let me try this with less time. Also, let me try adding more floor to this. Turns out having more floor might be advantageous. Where's the tile map? Tile map, terrain. Wrong layer. Layer 0. How am I going to... just... going to add all of that. That should cover us for a while. Hopefully. I think this is willpower, yeah. Yeah. That's cool. Although that does sound like a lot of meetings. So... I couldn't imagine. I don't think I'm the kind of person who would be able to stand so many meetings, but... True. Let me see. I would like to be able to not see the background while I'm down there. Ouch. So... Is this where I wanted to go? No, this is not where I wanted to go. This is completely the wrong place. Yeah, this works better. Now I need to change the time of the falling. Yeah, I used an old school, like not old school, but like in the style of old consoles. I think NES synthesizer that came with the software I'm using, LMMS, which is basically a free alternative to FL Studio because I'm cheap. What was I? Script. Yeah. I mean, half the stream was basically just you wanting to rip the keyboard out of my hand. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? So yeah. Let's see. Yep. Yep. I also need to rework combat. I mean, it's not terrible, mind you, but... Wait, suddenly I'm falling normally? Oh no, never mind. Still barely doable. Which, I mean, part of the issue is that I want to have it doable, but at the same time I also want it to be... not. I both want a new bridge and I don't want a new bridge. If you get what I mean. The giant statue is one of the villains. The idea is basically that the 8 bosses along the line of Mega Man are named after the 8 planets and Pluto, and take the concept behind like the Roman deities and whatever they are named after. So for example, this is Jupiter. The bringer of joy, according to Holst, which is another big inspiration. The planet Sweden, which is not quite classical, but you know, classical music. Which is where a lot of the references for this came from. And ideas, basically. With Pluto being basically the exception, because the history behind Holst, the planets, and Pluto is very funny. Pluto wasn't included in the planets, not because it was declared a dwarf planet, but because it wasn't discovered yet at the time the planets was written. It was only discovered after. And then several people wrote an addition to the planet suite to add Pluto, but then Pluto was declared a dwarf planet. It's funny. Or at least I find it funny. We should make it impossible to grab onto one tile like that. Also, maybe I shouldn't stretch his arm out that much when he's wall sliding. But I don't know. The irony sure is great. Okay, but this works now. It's not quite perfect. Like, I might want to make a separate version of this with a different timer. Simply so you need to use the dash. Let me actually check what does the timer need to be in order for it to be impossible. Let me try 0.1. But yeah, the basic idea is that the 8 alien emperors took over Earth, and you work as a rebel to free Earth. I can still just walk over this. Barely, but... Yeah, obviously. I think that goes without saying. we just currently have him placed in every level. Well, this level. Because we don't have any other levels, so it wasn't worth the effort yet. But it's definitely on the priority list. 0.5. 0.05 actually. Also, I kind of wish when I reload, I wouldn't restart at the beginning of the level. I get why, but it's... I wish I could basically start this in debug mode, so I don't need to every time walk back to the... Though I guess I could just drag Antares over here, if I wanted to. It's still possible. How fast does this have to fall for me to be able to, like, for me to not be able to get over? Okay. I'm just too fast. I'm too fast. What if I just remove the delay? What if I just remove the crumble animation? Get out of... I think I need to change something really quick. Hang on. Yeah. I think that's it. I just have to start disable it immediately when it falls. Otherwise I'm not getting anywhere with this. Which, I mean, we can make two variants of this tile, one that crumbles immediately and one... I just need to visually differentiate between them. But it's more than doable. But then can I dash over it? No. I need the crumble animation. But if I have the crumble animation... I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. So... Why did I just walk through that one? I guess... I guess it's fine. Honestly, I have a second jump afterwards, which will require the dash. So it's not like... It's a big deal, just annoying, honestly. More than anything. And I might want to restructure this entire level again. Honestly, I'm still not happy with how it currently works out. I need to think about it, honestly. But I think that's an issue for another day. How I want to work this level. That's... The admin just not completely confused. Because pre-rolls are going to turn on again in 2 minutes. And the last ads are like 57 minutes ago. Yeah, and I've made good progress, so I might just call it here. Not just because the ad manager is confused, but also because I need to think about what I do next, honestly. But this has been fun. It's been a while since I made some progress on this game. Exams really kept me from doing too much. Take care. So yeah, I'm probably going to head out too. Yeah, probably the smartest.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably the best. I've made good progress and it's been enough time. So yeah, I will see you all next time. Let's find someone to raid. It's been fun, by the way. I've missed working on this game, but I also was very confused for a while because it's been a while since. Stream Elements is finally alive again. I would definitely appreciate you hanging out more, but I agree. It's been it's in general just fun because obviously I don't know everything either. But it's a nice experience to just learn with all of you around. Let's see who we can raid. I haven't seen Schmade in ages. I might actually raid over Schmade. Schmade is doing a lot of Metroid stuff. I need to check if he's currently... Because I don't want to raid in if he's not using not using a mic, but he is. Yeah, sure. Let's raid Schmade. He is doing Super Metroid Any Percent for the first time, which sounds very interesting. In general, he's doing a lot of Metroid randomizers and speedruns, particularly Fusion. So yeah. Thank you all for coming to stream. It's been fun. See you all next time as well. Like, Friday I'm not going to stream. There's going to be stuff with the internet provider that they're going to change some stuff, and that might cause some issues. So I'm not going to risk it interrupting the stream. So I'll be back next Wednesday with more game dev. So yeah, bye. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you next time.